Æthelstan's birthright, a king's lineage. Æthelstan, born around 894 AD, was a figure destined for greatness. He was the grandson of Alfred the Great, a ruler who had defended Wessex from Viking incursions and laid the foundation for a unified England. Æthelstan's father, Edward the Elder, continued Alfred's work, expanding West Saxon dominance. Though born into a royal lineage, Æthelstan's early life remains shrouded in some mystery. Sources offer conflicting accounts of his mother's identity. Some identify her as Ecgwin, a noblewoman, while others suggest she was of humbler origins. Regardless of the uncertainties surrounding his birth, Æthelstan was undoubtedly groomed for leadership. He was likely educated at the West Saxon court, steeped in the traditions and ambitions of his illustrious forefathers. His early years would have been filled with tales of Viking raids, of his grandfather's resilience, and of his father's conquests. These stories undoubtedly shaped his worldview and fueled his ambition to follow in their footsteps. The crown's weight, early challenges and triumphs. Upon Edward the Elder's death in 924 AD, Athelstan faced immediate challenges to his claim to the throne. His succession was not universally accepted. Some in Mercia, a neighbouring kingdom that Edward had brought under West Saxon control, resisted Æthelstan's rule. Athelstan, however, proved a decisive and ruthless leader. He swiftly crushed the Mercian resistance, consolidating his power and demonstrating that he would tolerate no dissent. His decisive action sent a clear message to potential rivals. He was a force to be reckoned with. In 927 AD, Æthelstan achieved a significant victory, conquering the Viking kingdom of York. This triumph eliminated a persistent threat and brought the north of England under his control. With this victory, Æthelstan achieved what his predecessors had long sought, the unification of England under West Saxon rule. The Sword of Wessex. Æthelstan's military prowess. Æthelstan's reign was marked by constant military activity. He understood that maintaining his grip on power required not only strength but also a proactive approach to potential threats. He campaigned relentlessly, both within his realm and beyond its borders, earning a reputation as a skilled military leader. His campaigns were not merely about conquest. Æthelstan sought to secure his borders, protect trade routes, and establish his dominance over neighboring rulers. He understood the importance of projecting an image of strength and resolve. His military successes were due, in part, to his strategic acumen. He recognized the importance of a strong and well-equipped army. He invested in his forces, ensuring they were well-trained and equipped with the latest weaponry. His victories were a testament to his leadership, his understanding of warfare, and the effectiveness of the West Saxon army. Chapter 4. Brunanburh. A Song of Swords and Unity. Æthelstan's most famous military victory came in 937 AD at the Battle of Brunanburh. A coalition of Viking forces led by Olaf Guthrithson, King of Dublin, and Constantine II, King of Scotland, united against Athelstan in a bid to challenge his dominance. The battle that ensued was one of the largest and bloodiest in Anglo-Saxon history. The Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, a collection of historical records, describes the battle in vivid detail, recounting the clash of swords, the rain of arrows, and the valor of the warriors. It is a testament to the ferocity of the fighting and the high stakes involved. Æthelstan's victory at Bruenbur was decisive. The Viking forces were routed and their leaders slain. The battle secured Æthelstan's hold on England and cemented his reputation as one of the most formidable military leaders of his age. Chapter 5. The Lawgiver. Æthelstan's legal reforms. Æthelstan was not only a warrior king, he was also a shrewd administrator and lawmaker. He understood that true power lay not just in military might, but also in establishing a just and stable society. He issued a series of law codes, building upon the legal traditions of his predecessors and introducing new measures to address the changing needs of his kingdom. His law codes covered a wide range of issues, from theft and murder to the regulation of trade and the responsibilities of landowners. They reflect a concern for justice, order, and the well-being of his subjects. One of Æthelstan's key legal innovations was his focus on combating theft. He recognized that widespread lawlessness posed a threat to the stability of his realm. He introduced harsher punishments for thieves and established a system of local courts to deal with minor offenses more efficiently. A king's wisdom, administration, and councils. Æthelstan understood the importance of effective governance. He reformed the administration of his kingdom, establishing a more centralized system that allowed him to exert greater control over his vast realm. He relied on a network of trusted advisors and officials to implement his policies and maintain order. He also recognized the importance of seeking counsel from his leading subjects. He regularly convened councils, gatherings of nobles, bishops, and other prominent figures to discuss matters of state, enact laws, and address grievances. These councils served as a forum for debate and discussion, allowing Athelstan to gauge the opinions of his most powerful subjects and ensure their support for his policies. They were an important element of his rule, demonstrating his willingness to listen to his people and govern with their consent. Chapter 7. Beyond the Shores, Diplomacy and Alliances. Athelstan's influence extended far beyond the shores of England. He understood the importance of diplomacy and forged alliances with rulers across Europe. He recognized that maintaining peace and stability required not only military strength, but also a network of diplomatic relationships. He married several of his sisters to foreign rulers, forging dynastic ties that extended his influence into Europe. These marriages cemented alliances, secured trade routes, and enhanced Æthelstan's prestige on the international stage. One of his most notable diplomatic achievements was his fostering of ties with the burgeoning Holy Roman Empire. He recognized the growing power of Otto I, the future Holy Roman Emperor, and sought to establish a mutually beneficial relationship. Chapter 8. The Legacy of a Unifier, Æthelstan's Enduring Impact. Æthelstan died in 939 AD after a reign of just 15 years. Despite his relatively short time on the throne, he left an indelible mark on the course of English history. He was a warrior, a lawmaker, a diplomat, and above all, a unifier. His reign marked a turning point in the development of England, laying the groundwork for the emergence of a single unified kingdom. His military victories, particularly at Bruenbur, secured England's borders and established a lasting peace that allowed for economic and cultural flourishing. His legal reforms and administrative innovations created a more just and stable society, laying the foundation for the development of English common law. His diplomatic efforts enhanced England's prestige on the international stage, forging alliances that would shape the political landscape of Europe for centuries to come. Æthelstan's legacy is one of unity, strength, and enduring impact. Chapter 9. The First King of England, a title forged in history. Æthelstan is often referred to as the first King of England. While the exact nature of his title is debated by historians, there's no denying his pivotal role in unifying the various Anglo-Saxon kingdoms under his rule. His reign marked a decisive shift from a collection of independent or loosely affiliated kingdoms towards a single unified realm. His coinage, which bore the inscription Rex Totius Britanniae, King of all Britain, reflects his claim to rule over all of England. This title, while aspirational, demonstrates the extent of Æthelstan's ambition and his vision of a united England. His achievement in unifying England was not merely a matter of military conquest. He also fostered a sense of shared identity among the Anglo-Saxons, promoting the use of a common language and encouraging cultural exchange between the different regions of his kingdom. Æthelstan's shadow influence on subsequent reigns. Æthelstan's reign cast a long shadow over the reigns of his successors. His achievements, both military and administrative, set a standard that subsequent rulers sought to emulate. His successors inherited a unified and prosperous kingdom, a testament to his legacy and the enduring impact of his reign. His legal reforms and administrative innovations served as a model for future kings, shaping the development of English law and governance for centuries to come. His focus on education and his patronage of the church contributed to a flourishing of learning and culture during the Anglo-Saxon period. While Æthelstan's reign may have been relatively short, his impact on the course of English history was profound and enduring. He is rightly remembered as the first king of England, a unifier, a lawmaker, and a ruler who laid the foundations for one of the most powerful nations in the world.